So what could you do to kind of establish your reason, like your rule to stand still? Like kind of like a mental picture.
Hey, stop. Back.
So you're going to draw your imaginary box.
Right.
And you're gonna, or draw one in the dirt, whatever.
I knew that. No, seriously, I wasn't sure. I was thinking too much into it.
Right. So it's usually a simplistic answer.
Okay.
So you want to just establish your box. Like, hey, so if she's too busy moving, then you may not be able to start with just throwing that right on her back. You may have to do a little moment of, hey, you know, remember this box thing that we did? And then move on. So maybe if you want, either imagine one or draw one, and then maybe make it clear to her that that is what you're telling her to do. So like have a place that you're going to deliberately, if you don't want to draw it, have a place you're going to deliberately say, go stand there until I tell you otherwise. You know what? I'm just going to draw it.
Okay.
It's just going to be easier to have one drawn. So put her in this box. Tell her, you need to stand there until I give you more instructions. And if you can establish that quickly, then of course you're going to move on and grab your bareback pad and get started with that.
She's standing now.
Okay, well then just make her stand where you...
Should I try here then?
No. I'd make it so it's a very deliberate request.
Like you're going to stand here? And
I'm going to say, hey, I need you to come over here and stand in there. If she's willing to just stand, that's great.
Okay.
But now make it a more deliberate thing.
Okay. All right. Wait. Back. Good. Back. Back.
Back. Do you think if you drop the line on the ground, you could walk around her?
No.
Okay. Can you, without causing any tension on the line at all, can you walk at least to her saddle spot? You have to be able to now go from where you are right over to the saddle spot and have her not decide she's supposed to move, right? Okay, and now step away. Because you're going to need to be able to go from there to the other side to redo the girth. So this is all stuff that she needs to know how to do. Good. 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 And I would try that again. Instead of coming to this side, I would try going to that side. Okay. Then plan to come and cross in front of her. Go to the other side. Stop her from... Yeah. Good. And when you're close like this, you can use your forearm to block her nose to invite yourself to the other side of her. You know what I mean? Like you can kind of say, hey, I'm going to come to this side of you now. Right? And then you can tell her, hey, I'm going to come to this side of you now. So that way you can almost do your hoe. Yep, you can kind of, reiterate, I need you to stand here. I'm going to come to the other side of you. You know, you don't have to use the long line for that. Okay. So when you think she's ready for you to do that, we'll go ahead and throw the bareback pad on her. Do you want me to take the girth off so it's just one less thing to flip over her, and then it's one more thing to do is all.
Wait, good.
I already did it.
I know, I was delayed. I was listening.
I usually take it off. I don't usually leave it on.
Nope. Wait.
So this is helping her learn about being ground tied for being tacked, being ground tied for a reason. Wanting to skip these kind of steps just gives you this kind of experience every time instead of just making it step one. Step one, stand here and allow me to walk from side to side of you and you don't move your feet. Well, and then whether you put a saddle on her back or not won't matter.
Back. Back. Back.
Good. I'm glad that you had to get loud and then you went back to not being loud. Good.
Whoa. 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 Back.
So I would even go ahead and start incorporating a word, stand or stay, whatever works best for you, so that she actually understands that she has even a verbal command for this process here.
Good.
Like if I want my horses to stand, I'll usually say stand.
Nope. Whoa. Back. Back. Back.
Good.
All right. Whoa. Whoa.
So make sure your focus is absolutely at her hip if you're looking for her to yield her hind end only and not go forward.
Whoa. Where are you going? Everything's so complicated. No.
Yeah, but once it's established, it's, you know, something that you review quickly and move on.
No.
Unestablished is you'll do this every time you try to tack your horse up.
Back. Back. Good.
And I always bring my tack to my arena.
Stand.
I don't like cross tie my horses and tack them up. I always bring my tack to my arena. So having them ground tie to be tacked up is important.
Stand.
Good. Good. If you think you can
Stand.
Yep. Good. Okay, now release her.
Girl.
Take her for a walk.
Okay, come on.
So this helps her understand that meant something, and you don't move on to the next thing. You're just made that its own thing. Kind of like how I make the mounting block its own thing. The mounting block doesn't mean I'm climbing on you. It means come here and be scratched, come here, whatever, but it's its own thing. And then you never break your mounting block. Like, oh, that moves. Okay, so go ahead and bring her back. Plan to stand, stay her. And if you are successful in keeping her there and being able to walk back and forth on each side of her, then we'll go ahead and move on.
Good. Good girl. Stand. 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 No. Back. Back. Stand.
Good.
Stand. Back.
Good. Yep, because also you imagine if you're going to put your horse in a stand, stay, and then you're going to walk, you're going to turn your back and walk to wherever you're keeping your saddle, you're going to want them to understand they have to stay there until they're given further instructions.
Good. Back. Good. Back. Stand.
Good.
Stand. Good. Walk again.
Yeah, do it one more time, and then this next time we'll go ahead and put the bareback pad on her.